Really just a horrific incident related to dog attacks, a topic that I've been talking recently here in the channel. Guys, as always, welcome to the Modern Survivalist channel. What we do here is realistic survival and preparedness. Part of this is, yes, including knowing how to defend yourself from 2 and even 4-leg predators. As always, if you want to learn more about all of this stuff, not only do you have the channel, you have my books, Street Survival Skills and Surviving the Economic Collapse. The links will be available in the links there below in the description of the video. If you want to learn more about this stuff, learn about how things change, and this is something that you're witnessing yourselves. This happened in South Kansas City in U.S. This is just from hours ago. I don't want to play the video. Not interested in doing that. YouTube is usually not very keen on that sort of thing, and it's really not necessary. But imagine a pack of 5, 6, 7 pit bulls going after a person. No matter how big you are, if it's just too many animals, there's really not a whole lot you can do. I mean, there is, as I describe in my books, which you have there in the back already as well. If you have the right tool to defend yourself, if you have concealed carry license, if you have some sort of pepper spray or not, some tool, the more efficient it is, the better. Pepper spray is surprisingly efficient because dogs are particularly sensitive in terms of the smells and such. You know, the more you have, the better it is. But at the end of the day, you want to avoid this as much as possible. And it is true that it's more of the more of the lower class, the more of the ghetto community, the more likely it is to have this kind of neighbors. It could happen anywhere, really. People are idiots no matter what. But it is true that in the more lower class kind of place, you usually have the neighbor that has a pack of damn wild pit bulls attacking neighbors. You are supposed to call animal control on them. You're supposed to notify the authorities that should be taking care of this. It's not okay. You cannot have a pack of wild animals attacking neighbors. This is yet one more incident. I talked about one kind of recently too. This is just hours ago. I see the video. It's gone here live. Now, in terms of just avoiding, trying to not live in places where these sort of things happen, at some point, some new neighbor moves in with a bunch of dogs. Well, again, you call the authorities. You talk with a neighbor. You try to reason with people. These kind of people, usually, they will not listen to any kind of reason because they're not reasonable in the first place. That's why they behave like ghetto trash, because probably that's what they are. And when you point out, hey, sir, would you mind not being such ghetto trash? They usually don't like it. And they will just go, well, not paying much attention. So you have to find ways of defending yourself. You have concealed carry. You have something, right? But what was, very sad of this instance specific is how, again, I'm not going to play the video. There's really no point in it. What is interesting, as horrible as this is usually when these sort of things happen, it's blood loss, right? When you look at the scientific reason, it's going to be blood loss. The dogs go for the neck. There's just a whole lot of blood loss, and or kids or even adults completely disfigured. It's really horrible what's happened. Now, in this case, this man was able to fight off a lot, but it was the sepsis, the infection from the 300 bites that he had all over his body. All of these bites, the shock of so many bites and the infection that goes on because of that, that's what it caused this man to pass. It is extremely tragic, but there are lessons here to be learned. Talking about these things, there's cases of people that died because of sepsis because they thought that allowing a dog to lick on a wound that they had would clean it. And they ended up dying because of the same reason as this man, on just one wound, not because of the dog biting, but because of the dog licking. So be very careful about what you do when you have an open wound and you have a dog. No, it's not going to be disinfecting it with a tongue. That is barbaric and stupid to even think that. No, it's actually going to be making it potentially a lot worse. So be extremely careful. It's so sad. A man that was, 40s, 50s or so, and just because of stupid people that should not have animals in the first place. Guys, that's going to be all for now. See you on the next video. Take care.